this, huh?
Maybe they were planning to make the big announcement at our Ricardo, are you there? You're not gonna believe this.
I are all living happily together.
Jared, are you still not finished with work yet?
Huh? Brittany?
Hey, I am waiting for you right now outside of your office.
Seriously?
Hurry up and get out of there.
Wait, I thought we talked about this before. I said that starting today the company would see a large increase in work, and then I'd be having to work longer days to keep up with demand?
Well, why not just have some loner of an office worker do your work for you? We have bigger things to do besides working, since we've only just gotten married a few months ago. In other words, tell everyone you're leaving for the day and come out here. They should all be able to understand that you just got married a little while back and you have a young wife to be with at home. And anyway, it's your job as the husband to put your lovely wife ahead of everything else in the world. So tell your boss you're done for the night and let's go out on the town.
I can't just get up and leave work for that. And I have a meeting really soon with an overseas client that I won't be able to skip today. I promise you that in a couple of weeks, things will begin to slow down again, and we can start thinking of date ideas.
What? Are you kidding me?
If I don't get back to preparing for the meeting soon, people are going to start getting on me. I'm going to have to stop talking here.
Come on, Jared. I even went ahead and got myself all dressed up for tonight. What's wrong with you?
Brittany, I just got home a couple minutes ago. Are you not in the house right now? Could you at least tell me where you plan on going out to before just leaving? Being out this late on your own worries me a little.
You're actually worried about me now?
Of course I am. You're out late at night and haven't told me where you've gone off to.
Well, I'm not out on the streets or anything, so you don't need to be worried.
Did you go over to one of your friends' houses?
Well, you could call them a friend of mine.
What the heck does that mean?
Well, how can I say this? Anyway, they said that I can stay the night at their place tonight.
What friend's house, though?
I'll tell you tomorrow.
But by that point, there really won't be a reason to tell me.
I'm going to go to sleep soon, so I'll talk to you later. Good night.
Hold on a second, Brittany. Hey, Brittany! I was starting to worry why you weren't home yet, but then I stumbled across this divorce paperwork. What's this all about?
It's about time you got home from work. Aren't you a little late today?
I've told you plenty of times that I have to come home later now because of work.
Oh, so you're still worried more about work than your new wife.
Hey, what the actual heck is going on here?
About what?
Remember how before we got married, I had to go through a phase at work like this where I wasn't home until later in the evening? This is the exact same thing. We had moments where we never were able to go on dates or anything, right? Yet you understood that back then. But why are you so upset about me having to stay late for work now that we're married? The whole reason I take on all this overtime is so that we'll have enough money to support a growing family in the future. And in your case, you've been wanting to be a housewife. So to balance that out, I have to work a little bit more than usual. But now you're acting like everything is wrong with what I'm doing? What the heck has gotten into you?
Oh, maybe this means you still haven't noticed yet then, huh?
What?
So this is why the time spent alone without you has been so boring for me then.
What are you talking about?
Well, I have no other choice but to tell you about this now. While you've been wasting away working long hours each and every day, I have been spending time with your friend Brent, who was kind enough to make time for me.
What? Brett? And what do you mean by spending time with him?
I'm saying that I've been going with him to hotels to spend some time together. You know, doing things under the sheets to keep us warm.
Huh? At hotels?
I have been doing this with him for a while now, even before we got married. And I thought that after we married, I wouldn't need to ever spend time with him in bed ever again, but
Are you kidding me right now?
I was thinking that after we finally started calling each other husband and wife, you'd take better care of me. But I was let down by the fact that you still care more about work than me. And so I had to go right back to spending my time with Brett.
What the heck?
And so, tonight you just got home from work, right? Well, that divorce paperwork is for you to fill out and hand in for me. However, if you do come home from work on time tomorrow and spend all your time with me, I'll rethink leaving you and tell Brett that I'll no longer be seeing him.
Does this mean you're with Brett right now?
Of course. I'm cuddling with him at a hotel in town.
I see.
I think you're starting to get a little jealous now, huh? Well, anyway, once you've decided to fix things between us, please call or text me, okay? But until you change, I'm going to be with Brett.
How have things been going, Melody? It sure has been a little while. I'm sorry for having to text you this late in the evening, but I have something really important to talk with you about. Do you have time to talk with me right now?
Jared, a long time no see. We haven't seen each other since we graduated from high school, I think. What do you have to talk about?
I'm really sorry for getting you involved in something like this, but I wanted to ask if you were still planning on getting married to Brett.
Yeah, I am. We both work for the same company and have become really loving towards one another. Right now, we are even living in the same house together.
Is he home right now?
Ever since yesterday, he has been out helping one of his friends move out of their old house, and so I haven't seen him since then.
Is that so?
So...
Unfortunately, I think that he is having an affair with my wife.
what?
And even worse than that, I believe that the two of them have been in this secret relationship before I even got married to my wife.
What?
But I still don't have a whole lot of proof that all of this is actually happening. However, right now I'd really like to learn more about what's going on, and that's why I've come to you to ask some questions on everything. Do you mind giving me some of your time?
Then, do you mind if I have my dad join us to hear about what's all going on?
Well, if you think it'd be important enough for him to hear about, then go right ahead and bring him along.
Thank you so much.
It'd help me a ton if we could start talking about this more as quick as possible.
Then I'll go and ask him if he has some time right now. After that, I'll let you know when we can continue these talks.
Alright. Thank you so much, Melody.
Jared, have you had enough time to think things over? Have you finally decided that you won't be staying late at work anymore? I wanted you to tell me the moment you decided on everything so that I could come home right away. But since you still haven't even said a single word to me about it, I guess I'll just have to spend another romantic night with Brett at this hotel then. Good morning, Jared. I'm thinking that I'll spend today with Brad at the hotel as well. That must feel pretty terrible for you, huh? I'm starting to feel a little weird myself. I have to tell my husband every single day that I'm with another man, and he doesn't even respond to me anymore. But I guess this is all your fault though, so I don't have to care. I don't even have to explain why this is all because of you, right? Jared, can you stop ignoring me and just give me something? Don't you think that it's awful that your best friend is sleeping with your wife every single night? I might even start doing things with him without protection soon, so you wouldn't want to risk anything, right? This should all be destroying you, so maybe that means you're out searching for me right now, right? But I'm not going to tell you where I am until you tell me that you won't work late anymore, okay? Brett wants me to join him in the bathtub now. He says that he's got a new toy for me to play with. Well, I guess I'll just have to sleep with him again tonight.
Melody, thank you so much for yesterday. Does everything seem okay with you?
Jared, this is perfect timing. I got the evidence we need of Brett and Brittany being with each other.
Really? That's great. And it's only been a day since we had planned this all out, right?
Actually, Brett had come home today around noon. While I was doing my work in the office, he seemed to have taken a small break to clean up in the bathroom. And during that time, I went and looked through his phone at all the texts him and Brittany have been sending. I also went and put a GPS tracker in his bag so that I could track where he was at the exact moment. And right before he got out of the shower to get dressed and leave again, I hopped right back into my office and acted like nothing ever happened.
Amazing. You really were the bright one in our class. Well, I know it's a little late, but are we going to make our move now?
Yeah, I think that's the right call. But I'm waiting for my dad to have a word with some of our other leaders at our office. In the meantime, can you call Brittany's parents and let them know what's been going on?
Will do. Thank you again, Melody.
Jared! I'm in huge trouble. Come help me! This morning, while I was walking out of the hotel with Brett, there was someone waiting for him outside. They ended up taking the both of us and brought me all the way back to my parents' house.
I wonder where I should start from then. Well, first things first, I handed in those divorce papers for us.
What? You handed in the paperwork.
I sure did.
Why would you do that?
You should know better than to ask me that. And actually, why did you think I wouldn't hand them in for us? You told me days ago that even before we married, that you'd been going out with my best friend, and that you'd even continue to do it after marriage. But you were at least kind enough to get all that paperwork prepared for me. So, by that point, you made the answer pretty clear to me that you wanted me to turn it all in.
Are you saying that you never loved me?
Well, you're the one that's been cheating on me, so I'm kinda thinking the same thing of you. If anything, you could say that my love for you has been replaced with hate.
You hate me.
Why is that so hard for you to understand?
You're lying.
I have another thing to tell you about still. I haven't been best friends with Brett for many years now, and actually we completely cut ties with each other back then.
What?
Before he started to go out with his current fiancée, Melody, he had been with this girl that just happened to be my girlfriend before he stole her from me. That's the reason why I couldn't be friends with him anymore. He thought that he was better than me in every way since he went to a nicer university, and so took it upon himself to make stealing my old girlfriend his goal. Of course, she ended up going with him when she realized that he was a much better man than me, and I had no other choice but to hate the both of them for that. That's why in the end, I had no problem with us cutting ties after all the years we had been great friends together. But now that it's happened a second time, with my wife, I'm not sure I can handle myself.
Next time I'll make sure to be more careful about who I choose to be with.
Next time? You think I'm going to be giving you another chance after this?
Well, listen. We never meant to have any serious feelings about each other while we've been sleeping together, so it's okay. I mean, right, it was just the two of us wasting time together.
Huh?
Brett had been looking for someone to waste some time with during his free time, and I was feeling lonely because you'd been out of the house for long periods of time. So we were only sleeping together to kill that time and loneliness until you got back from home and his girlfriend was ready for him.
I can't even start to believe what this crap is spewing from your mouth.
Why not?
You know about the fact that Brett has been engaged to a girl for a while now, right? It turns out that they plan to get married because they both work together, and his fiance's father, the CEO, wants Brett to become the next CEO after he retires. But now that we all know about Brett sleeping with you for a very long time now, they have all come to a new decision. They plan to cancel any chance of Brett becoming a CEO within the company, as well as are looking at terminating him from the company. And to add to that, there was going to be a merger of both Brett's fiance's dad's company and the company that Brett's dad runs. But now there will be no merger, and Brett's dad's company will most likely go bankrupt in the next year or so.
Wait, what the hell? He never told me that so many things were on the line.
Well, your guys' long-lasting fling has led to something very impactful happening.
This is all a lie. I never knew a thing about this. I never would have slept with him if he had this much to worry about. I was just lonely anyway, and needed someone there to hold me.
And so you needing someone to hold you made you decide that going to a hotel to make love with another man was okay? Well, we're no longer married to each other, so this talk won't get me anywhere. But I'm going to tell you right now that I want you to pay me a settlement, so make sure it is all paid off.
A settlement?
I'm sure that you'll be getting a visit from his fiance's lawyer as well, regarding a settlement as well.
Crap! You know that I don't have enough money to afford any of that. Please, Jared!
My lawyer will be seeking you later today, so you can ask him about all the details then.
Jared,
Maybe this is the perfect time for you to ask for Brett's hand in marriage or something. Goodbye, Brittany. After that, I left everything in the hands of my lawyer, since I really didn't have it in me anymore to listen to Brittany as she tried to make what she did to me seem like it was all okay. And then, after about a month, both myself and Melody were able to get the money we had asked for in the settlement from Brittany. Brittany wasn't able to get a proper loan to help her pay us, and neither of her parents were willing to give her any money after they found out about the whole story from me. So she was forced to use a loan shark, and has ever since been working her butt off, doing all types of part-time jobs from early morning to late at night. And in Brett's case, he was forced to watch as his dad's company fell apart and went bankrupt. His dad has now forced him into the tough role of having to clean up the aftermath, as well as work with the banks to try and salvage whatever he could for his dad. Luckily, he had the time to do so, since he was no longer working for Melody's dad. And so things worked out perfectly in that sense. And when it comes to me, after having my old friend not only steal my previous girlfriend, but also my wife from me, I finally realized that romance and love might not be the thing for me. So from now on, I'm going to start focusing more of my time and money into something like my hobbies, as well as traveling the world anytime I'm not working hard to help the company I'm with.
Hey, Amanda, are you there? I had something I kind of wanted to talk to you about. Hello? Amanda? Oh, right, the time difference. You're probably fast asleep right now, huh? Okay, well, then I guess I'll just leave the messages of what I've been thinking here, and you can tell me your thoughts tomorrow. So, I'll get back to me then, okay? Anyways, I only have a week left before I finish with this business trip, and, well, I think it's time we get a divorce. Or rather, I should say that, in my time in this country, I've met a new man and fallen in love. He's a really cool, handsome man from Peru, but he speaks English fluently. I kind of fell in love at first sight, and we hit it off so well. Besides, I love how much he must love America. I mean, he loves it as much that he's learned the language. He's really something else. Now I feel like I can just live without him. In fact, we're living together in the apartment I've had out here. He's just so exotic and sexy, and he makes me so happy. So, I hope you can understand. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be bringing this man back with me, and him and I are getting married. In the meantime, I want you to pack your things and move out of the house. I should be back in about a week, so get out by then. Oh, and one more thing. Make sure you've signed divorce papers on the table so I can sign my half and send them off.
What the heck is all of this? Kenny, are you there? Are you seriously cheating on me right now? You're coming home in a week and you decided to drop this bombshell on me. You seriously can't be fetishizing people from other countries like this. It's so weird and creepy. Is this why you haven't been responding to me as often lately? I thought it might just have been the time difference, but sometimes you don't get back to me for a few days at a time. I was wondering if you were cheating, but now you've just come out and said it. Well, you were way more stupid than I thought to go and do something like this. But if you really want me out of the house, at this rate, I can't help but agree with you. If you think that I'm going to divorce you just because you want to marry this total stranger though, you're dead wrong. We're going to have a long talk when you get back to the States.
Oh shoot, you seem kind of pissed about all of this, Armando. But okay, I guess if you really want to meet my spicy little Peruvian pepper, suit yourself. I can send you some great photos of him if you want. But just know that I've made up my mind and nothing is going to change it. There you go, what do you think? Pretty handsome guy, right? And if you want to know, his name is Patricio. He doesn't have any family and has been living on his own for a while now. And apparently he has an inn that is going to make it easy for him to get into the States. But I tell you, once you get a taste of dating a foreigner, you can't go back.
Mary, are you there? I'm really sorry to bother you on your day off, but I have something really important that I need to tell you.
Oh, Armando. That's okay. How's it going? What's up?
You're not going to believe this, but I know where Patricio is.
Wait, Patricio? What do you mean? Where is he? I've been looking for him for months, but haven't heard anything from anyone about where he could be.
He's abroad right now in Peru, I guess. Apparently he's running around with my husband.
He's in Peru with your husband? I don't understand. What are they both doing down there, and how did they run into each other?
Well, Kenny left for a business trip about a year ago and was going to come back sometime this week. But the other day, he basically confessed to cheating on me and said that he wanted a divorce. He was telling me about it and even sent me a picture of the man he was seeing, and it was Patricio.
So he ran all the way down to Peru, huh? And then he just happened to run into your husband? I guess the world is still a lot smaller than we think. He really thought he could escape our unfinished business here in the US, I bet. Well, thank you so much for coming to me with this.
If it's all the same to you, I'd like to help you out with this. Whatever you need, just let me know and I'll be there ready to back you up.
Are you sure? I don't want to suck you into my business if you really don't want to.
No, I think this is personal for me too, and I have a right and a duty to help you out. My husband is planning on leaving me to live with this person, so I think that if we can catch him soon, we can put an end to all of this.
You mean he really wants to kick you out of the house and live with his new boyfriend?
He seems to think it's going to work out like that anyways.
Well, we'll see about that, won't we? He must really be living in his own world to have forgotten such an important detail about his house.
Exactly. I was thinking that if you're free, maybe we can meet tomorrow after work to talk out a concrete plan.
Well, okay, Armando. If you really want to do this, then let's do it. I mean, I could even meet now if you wanted. Or is that too soon for you?
No, I can meet now. That's no problem. I can meet you outside your office building around 3 if that's okay.
That should work for me. See you then. Thanks so much for offering to help.
Hey, Armando, I just landed. Have you already moved all your stuff out of the house? I have Patricio with me, so you better not cause a scene when we get there.
Don't worry. I moved out a while ago. The house is all yours.
Oh, well that's good then. Thank you for that. I thought I was going to be fighting you for a long time over that.
Though I didn't leave behind any divorce papers for you to sign.
Ugh, are you seriously going to do this right now? I know that you don't want a divorce, but you have to understand that I just love someone else now. I mean, how could I ever fall in love with a boring old American like you when I can have some Incan prince to drool over instead? You need to face the facts and divorce me.
Don't worry. We're getting divorced, but only after we've talked with our lawyers.
Our lawyers? What do you mean? Why would we do that?
But we're getting a divorce because you were cheating on me, and I have a right to sue you for that.
Oh, I see. So you're really going to do things this way, huh?
If you thought it was going to happen any other way, you're the idiot.
And just what the hell is that supposed to mean? How can you call me something like that?
It means that I don't want to see you unless it's absolutely necessary, and that you don't have to worry about going back home.
Fine. Be that way. I have to pop into the office anyways. But Patricio is going right home, so thanks for getting out of there at least.
Anyways, I guess I'll just get back to working. You'll be hearing from my lawyer soon, and we'll be moving forward with the lawsuit from there.
Man, I can't believe you're really gonna sue me for this. But I have a promotion waiting for me when I get back, so I have no problem with that. Bring on all the lawyers that you can. I'm ready for it. Hey, Amado, what the heck is going on here, huh?
I'll take it that you've already gotten back home then. Would you like my little surprise for you?
That's right, I did just get back home. And you're calling this a surprise? You tell me who these two geezers and this other woman are right now.
Well, I invited them over for our talk today.
But this doesn't make any sense. These two old people are American as can be. But say that they're Patricio's parents.
Well, yeah. I mean, Patricio is American after all. Haven't you figured that out yet?
What do you mean by that? Have you gone crazy or something? You know that isn't true. He's from Peru. I met him in Peru and he speaks Spanish.
Okay, so he moved and learned a foreign language.
But his skin is so dark. He looks so native.
One, super creepy to describe someone like that. And two, that still doesn't mean he's from Peru.
But I don't get this. I thought he was foreign. This can't be happening.
Well, it is. Patricio isn't even Peruvian. In fact, he's basically as white as can be. His mum explained to me that he had a weird obsession with Latin Americans like you and got plastic surgery to look like a Quechuan person.
Wait, plastic surgery? To look like a different race? You can do that?
That's right. In fact, Patricio isn't even his real name either. It's Patrick. But I'm sure the original Patrick is buried so deep under all that plastic that you would never have guessed. Maybe you should ask Patricio about all this though.
Amado, are you there? I've been thinking about this whole divorce thing. It's so silly. Let's just put it all behind us. I want to stay with you.
Yeah, no.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I mean, you were fooled by some gross person who fetishized other races like you do. I think you're a good fit.
But I didn't want to get with some basic American dude. I wanted a Peruvian.
You did say that another woman was there at the house, right? I assume that was Mary, yes?
Yeah, she told me that Patricio had an affair with her husband and that she's been trying to sue him this whole time. But that Patricio didn't want to pay it, so he fled the country, changed his appearance, and started a new life in Peru. Even changed his name to try and escape paying. But then he found his way to me, not knowing that you had any idea about Mary.
Oh, I know. I've already heard about all of this from Mary herself.
So then, you really already knew about all of this before I did?
Pretty much. And poor Patricio could not have made a worse choice of who to try and get with.
Right, so then, it's not my fault at all, right?
I mean, you cheated on me, and that is a fact.
But I told Patricio that I didn't want to be with him anymore. Isn't that enough?
Again, the fact is that you still cheated on me. You understand this, yeah?
Please don't be so stubborn. You have to forgive me.
I really don't have to do anything for you, actually.
But you didn't sign the divorce papers, right? So a part of you must want to still be with me.
Now, I just learned from Mary that in terms of suing for infidelity, that the timing of things is very important.
So then, you're still gonna sue me for all of this?
Of course, I'm going to be suing you and Patricio. Don't you worry.
Wait, no, this can't be happening.
Well, it is, so.
Please wait, after I got back to work, I actually got a demotion and a huge pay cut.
Oh, really? Wow, that sucks for you, huh? This is just not your week.
My work found out that I started seeing Patricia while I was down there on company time and gave that as a reason for rescinding my promotion.
So basically, they didn't want to reward you for cheating on your husband while on a company assignment. Sounds fair enough to me.
I won't be able to pay that much money right now.
Again, that sucks for you, huh?
How can you be so cruel to me right now?
Like this. You're going to get a call from my lawyer tomorrow, and you better pick up.
You're really serious, aren't you?
Oh, right. I almost forgot one of the most important things.
What's that? What could you possibly have forgotten?
Well, you do know that it was my name on the apartment lease, right?
What do you mean?
I mean, the first year's lease was. But then you were away, and when I renewed it, I did it under my name. Talked about this before I did it, remember?
Oh yeah, I think I do now.
So anyways, you're now trespassing. Please leave.
You kicking me out of the house?
That's right. I think your dad should be arriving soon to pick you up.
My dad is coming here. Why is he coming here?
Well, I told him about what you did over the phone, and he sounded just furious. I think you're not going to like it when he arrives.
Oh no, this is really bad. How could you do this to me?
You did it to yourself, Ken.
Doe, are you there? I just wanted to say that I think we did great together yesterday. But I am so sorry to have invaded your house with all that drama, though.
What do you mean, Mary? You were the one there who did all the talking for me.
Well, you were really a huge help. I can't thank you enough.
It was my pleasure.
By the way, I wanted to tell you what happened after you stopped texting Kenny.
Oh yeah? Did his dad show up? What happened?
Yeah, he showed up about 5 minutes after your last text. He nearly kicked down the door, started screaming at Kenny, and dragged him out by the collar of his shirt.
Kenny's dad always did seem like the strict type.
You should have seen the way he was shaking. I swear he was about to cry. But anyways, his dad took him all the way back to his house, so I heard.
I can picture it all now, and it's scary.
Well, anyways, I guess that basically solves that, right?
I suppose so, yeah.
Also, once things settle down, I would love to go out and grab a couple drinks with you.
That would be so amazing. Yeah, let's do it. A few days later, my lawyer wanted to go talk to both Kenny and Patricio. A month later, Kenny and I were divorced, and I was paid by the both of them for their affair. Patricio also had to pay Mary for his affair with her husband as well. After that, I heard that Patricio's parents took him out of their will entirely, but he still has lots of debt from the plastic surgery and was forced to find several jobs to pay back all the money he owed. As for Kenny, he is still living at home under the watchful eye of his dad, who is making sure that Kenny is staying out of trouble. Meanwhile, Mary and I finally were able to meet up for that drink and decompress about the whole situation. We weren't that close before, but this really brought us together. Now we meet up frequently and catch up and gossip at least a couple times a month. Actually, very interesting.
It was crazy. I don't think anything of it, really.
this.
John, are you there? We need to talk. I want a divorce, so please don't make this more difficult than it needs to be.
Is that what those papers on the dining room table are all about?
That's right. I've already signed everything that I need to sign on them. So please, just do your part and then go submit them to the courthouse, okay?
Well, can I at least know why you want to end our marriage?
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I want to know why you want to get a divorce. I mean, you can't just drop all of this on me and not give me a reason for any of it.
You really want me to tell you why I'm doing all of this?
Of course I do. I mean, we've barely even been married a year. What are we supposed to tell our parents about all of this? Not to mention the fact that we work at the same place. What are we supposed to tell all of our coworkers?
Oh, good point. What's a good way to tell them? I could just tell them the truth, I guess. But if I'm going to do that, then I guess I might as well just come clean to you as well, don't you think? The truth is that I found someone else, and I want to leave you so that I can go and be with him.
I don't really get how you can be so casual about something so serious. What is the matter with you?
Why are you dragging this out so long? Is this about alimony money or something? If it's money that you want, my new man can pay you whatever you need to let this happen. In fact, you know who my new boyfriend is.
Let me guess. It's the CEO of our company, Ashton Rickles.
Wait, what? How did you guess that so quickly?
Well, you said that money was no object for this new man of yours, so I wondered who you might have known with that kind of wealth. And the only person I could think of was our big boss himself.
No, there is no way you just guessed that. Have you been following me or something?
Of course I haven't been doing anything like that. But the rumors are already flying around the office.
There are? Rumors like what?
It's not even just rumors. It's also the fact that plenty of people at work have already seen the two of you being all lovey-dovey with each other, too.
You mean people have seen Ashton and I together?
I mean, you two didn't really seem like you were trying to hide it the way you were always sneaking off into his office. I was wondering if you were hiding something, and it took just a little bit of scratching and asking around until I found out the truth.
But how did we get caught? Well, whatever. I guess that means I really don't need to explain anything else to you. Just name your price and Ashton will pay you off so that you can finally leave me.
You do know that he's also married, though, right?
Of course I know that. He's married to some old grandma, a whole 5 years older than me. That's why he went with the younger, prettier model. He told me he's going to tell his wife about us soon. So please, just hurry up and divorce me already.
I see. Well, okay then. If that's really what you want, I guess I'll do it.
Perfect. Thanks for making it so much easier than I thought it was going to be.
Hey, Dale. Do you have a second to talk? I wanted to just chat with you about earlier, if that's okay.
Yeah, of course. Did you think about it? Have you come to a decision?
I think so. I think I'm gonna go along with it.
That's awesome. This is great news.
Although, I think I might have to quit my job a bit earlier than I originally thought.
Oh, really? Well, I don't really mind about that, but have you told your wife? I mean, you're probably gonna have to tighten your belt just a little bit until things get off the ground, you know?
Well, the thing is that Naomi and I are actually going to get a divorce.
You're kidding me! You two are splitting up?
Yeah, I was gonna tell her about all of this, but then she told me that she was cheating on me. And she told me that the guy she was having an affair with was Ashton, the CEO of our company, who is also married, by the way.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess. I can see why you'd want to get out of there right away.
Exactly. I just can't work for a company where the boss treats his employees like this and has no respect for their personal lives.
I mean, I think it's a bit more extreme than even that. In fact, all this running around is probably gonna come back to bite him on the bottom line for this company.
Hey, John, are you really going to quit the company?
Yep, it's true. I actually just handed in my letter of resignation. I'm just gonna prepare my files for the new person this week, and then after that, I'm out of here.
Well, I can't say that I really blame you for wanting to do that. But to think that you'd leave your career after all you've accomplished, well, it's your life, not mine. Besides, I'm sure that seeing me every day and knowing that I'm now the wife of a powerful CEO would be just too much for you, huh? But now that means you've lost your wife and your job.
I really don't care about losing either of those things, though.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, I've already found another job, so I'm not really worried about my future at all.
Oh, really? Well, fine. I don't care. You and I are already divorced anyways. So, thanks for that. I asked Ashton to send you the money. It's only a matter of time until we have all our paperwork in order to be man and wife. Oh, John, guess what? I have a big announcement for you. Ashton and I are finally married. I'm never going to have to worry about money ever again. And even though we just officially married each other today, we've already been living together for so long that it feels like we've been husband and wife for ages. You have no idea what it's like living this life. It's all fancy lunches and amazing dinner at all the city's top restaurants. Not to mention the fact that we've already gotten to travel abroad twice now. And anything I want, I just have to say the word and Ashton makes sure I get it. It's like having a bottomless piggy bank. I should have done this a long time ago.
I was wondering why my phone was blowing up so much. Why am I not surprised that it was you this whole time? So I guess enough time has passed that you two are finally able to make things official, huh? Congrats on that.
Aw, thank you so much. It really is nice having all this money. I don't think I've ever been this happy.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm just glad I quit before things turned really sour for the company.
What do you mean by that? Hey, John? Pick up the phone right this second. I mean it. Answer me right now.
Oh my god. What is it now? You're calling your ex-husband an awful lot for someone who just got married.
That's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to know what is going on with our company. Why is our output so low now?
What do you mean?
I mean that I think something is seriously wrong over here. But I remember that you said you were glad you left before things got really bad. So you must have known something. Tell me what's happening right now.
I don't know what you mean. I just had a hunch, that's all.
Are you kidding me right now?
I'm not. Just think about it for a second. A married CEO is having an affair with the wife of one of his employees. Do you think people are just gonna let that slide? Not only that, but you were also complicit in all of this. And the two of you were sneaking around all over the building, treating it like your personal love nest or something. Do you really think a company run by someone so awful could really go on for much longer?
What do you mean? I still don't get it.
I mean, I didn't know anything was gonna happen. I was just reading the signs. If you really want to know why business is so bad, why don't you go ask your new husband instead?
But he is always in such a bad mood whenever I try to talk to him. And he never listens to what I have to say.
Well, don't come grumbling to me. I can't do anything for you. Anyways, I have a meeting this afternoon I gotta get ready for. Goodbye.
Yo, John, you there? I hear that your old work is gonna replace the CEO. Apparently that Ashton guy was deemed unprofessional by the board of trustees, so they're bringing in someone with more experience. But did you hear that that person is actually Ashton's own ex-wife?
Oh, wow. I knew that she worked as a corporate consultant, but I had no idea that Ashton was being let go.
Yeah, basically having him as the face of the company after his affair with Naomi was doing terrible things for them in the press, so they had to replace him. Except in the meantime, I've been able to poach some of Ashton's top employees away from that place. We pretty much have a fully functional staff with all the experience that we were looking for.
Well, that makes sense. The business you started is basically in the same field as my old work. And the timing couldn't have been better, since you're thinking of expanding and hiring.
Be a little more excited, man. This isn't just about me. I couldn't have done any of this without you. I seriously owe you a huge one. And I mean it. If you need anything, just tell me.
I'll be sure to do that, Dale. I really do appreciate the kind words.
And thanks again so much.
John, did you move?
How many times are you gonna text me? I thought I was through with you.
I heard that about a month ago you were promoted to vice president of your company. Is that really true?
And just who told you that?
Please, just tell me where you live. Ashton and I got a divorce 3 days ago. I was thinking that maybe I could live with you until we were able to get married again.
Please tell me this is some kind of joke or something right now.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I heard you two got a divorce, but why do you think I'd invite a parasite like you back into my life?
What did you just call me? What kind of way is that to talk to someone begging you to take them back?
Oh, please. I bet you've been desperate for money ever since the divorce. You're probably swimming in debt right now and looking for someone to clean up your mess for you.
But how did you know all of that?
I heard from your parents about how after your divorce, someone broke into their house and stole their valuables as well as debit and credit cards. They only suspect one person, for now. But now you try and get me involved in this. I'm not interested in getting revenge on you, but I have no intention of helping you either.
Please, don't be like this.
I'm also not going to tell you where I'm living right now. You got yourself into this mess. It's your mess to get yourself out of.
John, please, don't do this.
Don't ever contact me again. After that, I blocked Naomi on every platform that I could think of. I couldn't believe the kind of nonsense that she tried to pull with me. And more importantly, I couldn't believe that she stole from her own family. I knew that it was best just to not involve myself in the situation at all. Meanwhile, Naomi was rather famous as the cheating wife of the cheating CEO that ruined the reputation of his company. He had a very difficult time finding work after her divorce. I have no idea what she's doing now. And honestly, I prefer it that way. As for me, business is going along as usual. I'm busy every day as vice president. But I'm making sure to try and foster a healthy work environment, where those in power don't think they can lord it over those who are working under them.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.